Hello, YouTube. Psychotic Clown. Just want to do a quick little video about speech impediments. And I'll start by saying I have a speech impediment. I have a stammer. It is a mild form of a stutter. By the way, you're going to get some awesome traffic sounds in the background. They're absolutely amazing. Hey, I care about you, the unfortunate viewer who has to see my awful hair. I mean, if you want to put the phone down or hide it, I don't blame you a bit. But anyways, I have a stammer, it's a mild stutter, and I just want to talk about that and kind of my experiences, give some encouragement, and give a little bit of background. So I had it as a child. I still have it. And when I was in speech therapy as a child, they had no clue what to do. They were just sort of said, well, I'm sorry, kid, I don't know what to do. I want to help, but I just don't know what to say or do. And they were just fishing around trying to figure out what causes speech impediments and what causes that stammer or that stutter. And one of the things they came up with is, well, maybe it's the brain. Maybe the brain thinks so fast that the mouth moves too slow and therefore it cannot keep up. But then there was a singer named Mel Tillis. If you're older and watching this, you'll know who I'm talking about. If you're not, I highly recommend going on YouTube and, boy, you'd swear it's about quitting time and everyone's going home for the day. But Mel Tillis was an amazing singer. He's a crooner. He was a crooner. I'm not sure if he's even still singing, but he was a crooner. Those of you who don't know what a crooner is, a crooner, Crooner. It's a guy who sings love songs that are very soft and gentle and just really romantic, soft love songs. That's what a crooner is. And I've seen his performances and he's just amazing. I mean, extremely gifted singer. Oh, he also had a horrible stutter, actually. Awful stutter. But he could sing like nothing else. And people started saying, well, wait a minute, why is that? And I remember being told as a kid, well, try to talk in a sing-songy sort of way. And I was like, okay, well, that's kind of hard to do. And then someone said, or decided, or somehow, somewhere along the line, someone decided to look into, well, maybe it's breathing patterns. Because every music major knows that singing involves the way you breathe. And that a big part of voice lessons is learning how to breathe. And I'm not a music major, but I do watch a video channel on YouTube. It's an excellent channel. It's called The Charismatic Singer. And she's a trained opera singer. And she just talks about music and review songs. And she's mentioned that, it's how you breathe. And so someone made that connection. They did speech therapy based on that. And it's formed the foundation of extremely effective speech therapy for stammers and stutters. It's to the point where nowadays, if a kid has it, it's not a big deal. Just a little speech therapy, teach them how to breathe right, to get those breathing patterns right. Boom, stammer, stutter's gone, which is awesome, by the way. And so I personally I only stammer if I'm tired, sloppy, lazy, or nervous. And then it comes back. And that's just because I'm not focusing. There's your bonus traffic sounds. Um, anyways, so if I'm lazy, sloppy, tired, stressed out, yeah, I will stammer. But if I do start to stammer, I'll stop, take a deep breath, or I'll talk around it, because that's one of the things I've learned is vocabulary to talk around the stammer. So, anyways, it's not a big deal. Now, some of the members of my overly optimistic fan club, and I can name one person in particular, but I'm not going to, seems to have insulted me and said, "Oh, well, it's, there's something wrong with your brain," and I just thought, dude, where have you been for the past 20 years? I can get in the 90s people not making that connection, but we're in 2024 now. Ever since about 2000, 2005, people have known that speech impediments are caused by breathing patterns. If you were in speech pathology, you would have known that back in the 90s. But it took a while, took about 15, 20 years before everyone figured that out. Anyways, and just kind of on a personal level, I think having a speech impediment has helped me. It's taught me how to be a fighter. And one of the things it's taught me is if you're insulted or called names, who cares? That just shows that that person lacks character. If they cuss you out, if they insult you, if they say, "Hey, stupid stutter boy, hey, retard," they are showing their true colors. They're showing their lack of character. So if any of you who have a speech impediment are teased that way, just bear that in mind, all right? They're showing you their lack of character. And all you got to do is just shrug and say, "That's nice." It got to the point where I would tell people, I don't know, they'd say stuff like "Porky Pig," blee, blee, blee. That's how, folks, right? Looney Tunes. I would honestly tell people, say, "Hey, can you insult me with something different? Because, it's just getting really old, the same boring insults over and over. Come on, think up something original." I had one person call me a speech impaired SOB. He didn't abbreviate the SOB, though. And honestly, I just sat there and I laughed. And then I went to him afterwards and I said, "Thank you for insulting me in a unique manner." And he said, "Well, what do you mean?" I said, "Do you have any idea?" This is what I told him. I said, "Do you have any idea how boring it gets to be insulted?" I said, "Do you have any idea how boring it is to be insulted the same way over and over? And yet you found a good way to do it better. Thank you." So hopefully this helps. But the battery on this phone's about dead, so I'm going to end this. But if you do have a speech impediment, don't worry about it. If you need to get speech therapy, get it. It's wonderful, and you can have a wonderful, fulfilling, happy life. All right, see ya.